A woman clearing out her late mother's jewelry box found a heavy chain bracelet hung with little dangling trinkets, decided it was sentimental costume junk, and dropped it in a charity bag without weighing it or turning a single charm over. Here's what she gave away. A solid gold charm bracelet carries the gold value of the chain, plus a premium for every charm. Complete themed examples run into 4 figures, and signed pieces reach thousands. That's not a coincidence. The bracelet was always valuable. The value was lost the moment it passed from someone who didn't know what they held to someone who did. And that gap is where almost all the money in the old jewelry world lives. Here's the thing about charm bracelets. They are the most emotionally disguised valuable object a person can own, because a charm bracelet reads as a sentimental scrapbook, and sentiment reads as the opposite of money. The charms look like toys, the chain looks dated, and it tangles in a drawer with worthless costume chains. To you, it's grandma's memory bracelet. To a collector, it's a medal, a maker, an era, a set of handcrafted objects, details deciding whether you hold a $10 cast-off or a 4-figure treasure. The real question isn't whether they're worth money. It's why they stay so cheap and who benefits. Knowledge sits in very few hands, and a resale economy runs on it. So here are 10 common charm bracelets people own without knowing it. One warning first, and it matters more than anything else. Do not polish it bright. Do not scrub the tarnish from the crevices. And above all, do not remove charms to sell singly or split the bracelet, because completeness, original assembly, and honest patina are a huge part of the value, and a themed bracelet broken into loose charms is worth far less than the charms left where their owner placed them. The first is the solid gold charm bracelet, most likely to be given away because people assume gold-colored means plated costume, when it can be the opposite. A solid 14-karat or 18-karat gold bracelet feels genuinely heavy, often 30 grams or more, won't stick to a magnet, and shows honest wear rather than brassy patches where plating wore off. The gold content sets a floor before you count a single charm, and each gold charm adds to it. The tell is the mark and the weight. Flip a charm over, look for 14K, 18K, 585, or 750. Feel the heft, check for a magnet's pull, and leave it exactly as it is. The second is the vintage sterling silver charm bracelet, especially themed ones, which read as tarnished old silver nobody wants. Sterling became the popular charm material from the 1950s on, and the most collectible are the themed ones, a wedding, a country, a profession, where every charm tells one story. A complete themed sterling bracelet, with its original padlock clasp and every charm intact, is a genuine collector object. The tells are sterling, 925, or silver on the charms and padlock, the detail of the casting, and the completeness of the theme. Two can look equally tarnished, while one is modern and thin, and the other, a 1950s themed sterling piece, worth many times more. And only the person who reads the marks knows which. If that surprised you, the next is where the maker turns metal into a small fortune. The third is the signed designer charm bracelet. And this is the sleeper that gets dismissed as an old gold bracelet most often. A charm or bracelet signed by a great house, Tiffany, Cartier, Van Cleef & Arpels, carries a premium that dwarfs an identical unsigned piece. A Van Cleef & Arpels charm reached $4,780 at sale on the name alone. The signature is tiny, stamped on the charm, the clasp, or a small link beside the fineness mark, the last thing anyone checks. The seller sees a gold bracelet. The buyer reads Tiffany and $750 on the clasp, and pays without negotiating. Now, let me say one thing, and then I will not bring it up again. I have gathered this way of looking at things into a book, and the link is down in the description. It is not about charm bracelets in particular. It is about the 5 questions you ask of anything old: what it is made of, who made it, when, whether it is genuine, and what people have actually paid. That is the eye. If you want it, it is there. That is all. Now back to the bracelets. The 4th is the bracelet, where the individual charm is the treasure, the rare and novelty charm that outvalues the chain it hangs on. Certain charms are collecting fields in their own right, and here the value flips entirely from the bracelet to a single dangling object. Mechanical charms that actually move, a spinning windmill, a book that opens, a hinged mustard pot, prized because they were hard to make. Novelty charms, a safe, a saxophone, an aeroplane, are specifically hunted. Charms set with natural pre-1920s stones carry gemstone value on top of gold, and a charm by a named maker or a gold coin charm can be worth more than the rest of the bracelet. So don't judge the bracelet by the chain. One moving or gem-set charm can be the whole story. The 5th lesson is the one that costs people the most, and with charm bracelets, it is unusually direct. Keep it whole and never split it. The most common question owners ask is whether to sell as a set or break it up, and while occasionally one exceptional charm is worth more alone, the rule runs the other way. Complete bracelets, especially themed ones with matching or discontinued charms, consistently beat the sum of loose parts. Someone inherits a loaded bracelet, keeps the 2 nice charms, sells a few more, scraps the chain, and shatters an object worth far more assembled, and it can never be rebuilt once scattered. So keep the bracelet intact, keep every charm where it hangs, keep any fallen charms in the box, because a complete bracelet is what collectors want, and a bag of loose charms is scrap by the gram. The 6th takes that danger to its most expensive extreme, and it's the bracelet, hiding in the pile, that's worth more than everything around it, precisely because it went into a bulk lot. A loaded gold or signed bracelet gets dismissed as old costume jewelry and let go in a lot where a dealer offers one round number for all the old bracelets, absorbed into the pile and weighed away with everything else. This is where the most people lose the most money, not because the bracelet looked like junk, but because it was disguised inside a transaction designed to prevent itemization. Grief and exhaustion are the picker's best friends. So the rule, plainly: never sell jewelry in a bulk lot. Never accept one price for all of it. Photograph every bracelet, check every charm and clasp for marks, and research each separately, because the entire value of a jewelry box can sit in one charm bracelet, or one charm nobody recognized. The 7th is the modern bracelet everyone assumes is worthless, but sometimes isn't. Even modern charm bracelets can carry real money when the charms are retired, limited edition, or from sought-after collaborations. Discontinued gold charms, limited releases, and collaborations are actively hunted on the usual drivers: rarity, condition, packaging, completeness. So modern doesn't automatically mean worthless. You check the specific charms against what's been retired, the way you'd check any maker and model. We've covered gold, sterling, makers, rare charms, completeness, and retired pieces. And the last 3 pull it together, starting with the detail that separates a treasure from a common piece. The 8th is reading the marks and stones up close, because 2 near-identical bracelets can be worlds apart on details you need magnification to see. A loop turns a blur into a verdict. The marks on each charm and clasp, 585, 750, 925, a maker's signature. The stones, where pre-1920s settings almost always hold natural gems, while later ones may hold synthetics. And the era of the charms, since older ones carry more detail than modern cast pieces. So when you research, don't look at active listings, the bracelets for sale with hopeful asking prices, because anyone can ask any number. Look at sold listings, what things actually changed hands for, and match the metal, maker, theme, and era. Active listings tell you what sellers wish. Sold listings tell you the truth. The ninth is the piece that says gold but isn't. The read it twice story running through this market. A bracelet can look identical to solid gold while being plated base metal worth almost nothing. So a magnet, a scale, and the marks are your defense. Plating wears to a different color at the high points. Suspiciously light unmarked metal is a warning, and GP, GF, or 12012K GF mean plated, not solid. And prestigious names get faked. So a genuine Great House charm shows a crisp signature and the right fineness marked together. The lesson cuts both ways. A tarnished, sterling bracelet with genuine marks beats an impressive shiny one stamped GP every time. You judge by the mark and the weight, not the shine. The 10th is the grail, where every principle compounds and the ceiling disappears. The most extreme version of the truth, that the value was lost the moment it passed from someone who knew to someone who didn't. At the top sit the bracelets that look like nothing tangled in a drawer. A heavy, solid 18-karat gold bracelet loaded with articulated and gem-set charms. A signed Tiffany, Cartier, or Van Cleef & Arpels piece, where the mark alone multiplies everything. A complete themed sterling bracelet with rare mechanical charms and its original padlock. A bracelet where one novelty charm is a scarce collectible in its own right. These surface in ordinary boxes because each looks like a sentimental old trinket to give away. Every lesson converges here. The metal and marks, the maker and era, the rarity of the charms, the completeness of the theme, the patina, the warning never to polish or split it, and the venue, because where you sell matters as much as what. A rare charm bracelet sold to a pawn shop, a scrap gold buyer, or a bulk estate dealer is sold to whoever weighs it, while the person who'll recognize and pay for it is a specialist antique jewelry dealer or an auction house that knows the maker's cold. So here's the checklist that flips you from the person being collected from to the person who knows. Don't polish it. Don't scrub the crevices. Don't pull charms to sell singly or split the bracelet. Leave every honest mark where it is. Turn every charm and the clasp over and read the marks under a loupe, because the sentiment is only the beginning and the tiny stamps are the truth. Weigh it. Test it with a magnet. Keep it whole with its loose charms and box. Never sell in a bulk lot. Research on sold listings, not active ones. And when you've found something real, take it to a specialist. If you recognized even one of these, hit the like button and comment below if you've got an old charm bracelet you can't identify, especially a heavy or themed one, and I'll take a look. Subscribe if you want the part of the market the resellers already know and won't share. Because the truth under all 10 is simple. These bracelets were never worthless. They were built to look like the ones people throw away. And the only thing standing between you and what they're really worth is knowing. That's not a coincidence either.